Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and today I am delighted to say that we are going to talk about Christian Eriksen. The Danish superstar is on the brink of a footballing return. About 6 months or so after it looked like his career was completely over, the man was fighting for his life after suffering a cardiac arrest at Euro 2020. But now he's on the brink of a return to the Premier League. He's had an ICD fitted, which unfortunately means he couldn't play anymore for Inter Milan. But Serie A's loss could be the Premier League's gain, with Christian Eriksen reportedly set to join Brentford on a deal until the end of the season. It's a beautiful story, and I'm so excited to see this man back on a football pitch and back in the Premier League. But just how will he do at Brentford? Let's dive into the simulation and see how the career of Christian Eriksen goes now that he's set to join the Bees. And if you haven't already, whack a like on this video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you never miss a video. Thank you in advance, let's crack on. Okay, here we are at the start of the simulation. We've just gone at the start of the season rather than doing it in a January transfer. Christian Eriksen is a Brentford player. He's earning £73,000 a week and he's got a 1-year contract at the Brentford Community Stadium, or whatever it's called now that they don't play at Griffin Park. Obviously, the time at Inter didn't go totally to plan. He won the title and he's been forced to leave basically because of his ICD. But at least he can play football now, and that's exactly what he's going to do at Brentford under the watchful eye of Thomas Frank. Can he help the Bees avoid relegation? And will he be there for longer than a year? Will he play well enough to earn a new deal? Will a new team, maybe it's a bigger team, try and sign him? What I'm going to do, I'm going to go 6 months into the future. We'll see how we're getting on halfway through the season, and then we'll go at the end of the season, and then we'll see what happens after that. Let's go to the 31st of December. Let's see what happens in the first half of the season of Christian Eriksen at Brentford. Okay, we are halfway through the season, and it's fair to say things aren't going very well for Christian Eriksen and Brentford. That's because the Bees are bottom of the league after 19 games, but they've got a game in hand on everyone, so if they win that, they'll be out the bottom 3. They are currently 20th in the league with just 14 points on the board. Things going much harder on Football Manager compared to reality. In reality, they look like they probably are going to survive. They might get sucked into it, they might not, but they're going pretty well around the halfway stage. But on Football Manager, it's not going that well at all. And there's been a change in the dugout because Frank Lampard has replaced Thomas Frank. One of the main reasons why Christian Eriksen has joined Brentford, other than the fact it's in London, one of the main reasons he's gone to the club has left. He was sacked on the 15th of December 2021 and he's been replaced by an England legend, Frank Lampard. But how has Christian Eriksen been getting on? Let's find out. We'll go to the selection info, and he is playing in centre midfield in a 4-3-3 formation, and he's playing just as much as everyone, to be honest with you. 20 appearances, all of which have been starts. The same as Christopher Raya, the same as Frank Onyeka. It doesn't look like anyone's actually started more games than Christian Eriksen, which is a testament to his fitness. When we have a little look at the average ratings, he's the 3rd best player of a Brentford persuasion, and he's got 6 assists, which is no surprise considering that man's incredible scintillating vision. He's got 1 goal as well. It looks like goals are being a bit of an issue for Brentford. Don't know why I said issue there, really weird. Ivan Toney, the top scorer, with 6. And Christian Eriksen with just a single goal to his name. He feels Pontus Jansson's a great team leader, and he hasn't extended his contract yet. So in a day's time, he can negotiate with whoever he wants that isn't in England. He's wearing the number 12 shirt. I just set the transfer fee at £1 just because I could. 19 appearances in the Premier League. He's played every game in the top flight for Brentford, and his average rating is 7.15. That's pretty good in the Premier League. And obviously, I mean, he is Brentford's best player. I know based on the average ratings he's not, but come on, we really know he is the best player. And if Brentford are going to get out of this mess, they're going to need Christian Eriksen to conjure up something special. But I've got faith in the guy. Can he do it though? Let's find out. Let's go at the end of the season. Let's see if Eriksen can keep Brentford up, and let's see if he gets a new contract. Let's go. Right, here we are at the end of the season, and Brentford and Christian Eriksen have survived. They are staying in the Premier League. Last time they were bottom, By the end of the season, 19 games later, they are 15th with 39 points. Frank Lampard has done it. He has guided the Bees to Premier League survival. The best player at the club, still Christopher Ajer. Christian Eriksen's gone slightly down the rankings, now playing as an attacking midfielder. 4 goals, 9 assists. That's 3 more goals and 3 more assists since we were halfway through the season. 38 starts, 1 appearance off the bench. Only Ivan Toney, Brian Mbeumo and Christopher Ajer started more games than Christian Eriksen. That's a testament to how much football he has played in a Brentford shirt. But he hasn't got a new contract, and instead he is going to be leaving. This is going to be his one and only season at Brentford. Christian Eriksen is only on his way to Barcelona. I mean, is that a good thing? The way Barcelona are at the minute, maybe that isn't a good thing, but that's where he's going. His year at Brentford has earned him a move to the new camp. He wanted to join one of these elite clubs when he was at Tottenham. He wanted to go to somewhere like Real Madrid or wherever. Now he's finally getting the chance, and he's going to be a Barcelona player. 37 Premier League appearances, 9 assists. That's a great tally from Christian Eriksen, and a fine return to football for the Danish international. But will things get even better when he heads to Barcelona? I'm going to simulate another year into the future. Let's see how Christian Eriksen gets on now that he's on his way to the bloody new camp. This is fantastic. Come on, Christian, son, let's do it. Right, here we are another year into the future. We are in La Liga, and Barcelona and Christian Eriksen haven't won the title, but they have came third, which is it is what it is. He's got Robert Lewandowski as a teammate, so that's quite exciting for Christian Eriksen. Let's check Barcelona out. Let's see what's been going on there. They are managed by Xavi, and as you can see, they signed Christian Eriksen on a free from Brentford. They also got Robert Lewandowski for £24.5 million. And incredibly, this is quite the achievement. Christian Eriksen is the Barcelona number 10. The man is wearing Lionel Messi's number. That is how highly he is rated in Spain. Earning £64,000 a week, which is actually less than he was earning at Brentford. And he's got a contract there until 2025. How has he got on? Okay, not bad. The performances have been alright. 29 La Liga appearances, 27 of which were starts. But he only got 1 assist in the league. In total, 3 assists in all competitions. He hasn't scored a single goal yet for Barcelona, which is somewhat disappointing. Has Eriksen won anything since he's moved to Spain? It's the first time he's playing there. Champions League, they were still in that, which is encouraging. They made it through to... They got the quarters where they were beaten by Bayern Munich. Other competitions, Spanish Cup, they were beaten in the semi-final by Atletico. And the Super Cup, they were beaten by Real Madrid in the semis, but that doesn't matter because it's just a glorified Community Shield, which just doesn't really matter about anything. But Christian Eriksen's first season in Barcelona, not amazing. I mean, when you compare him to all the other players at the team, there's a lot of players who are ahead of him. Based on performance-wise, it's been quite a good season from Barcelona. You got a lot of players playing well, and there's Christian Eriksen there, all the way down, quite way down compared to the likes of Lewandowski, Pedri, even Griezmann's doing well, Ansu Fati starring, the man who Eriksen's taken his number off. But he's still got time, it's still fine, he's still got 2 more years at the new camp, and he's still wearing that number 10 shirt. I can't get over that, that's a real... I'm quite surprised he got this move to Barcelona, even more surprised that he's the number 10. Can things improve though in the next 2 years? Let's go to 2025, let's see what happens. Right, here we are, 2025, and Christian Eriksen's time at Barcelona is not over. He has signed a new 1-year deal, and he's now earning a huge £205,000 a week. That is an incredible rise from his previous contract at the new camp, and he's still the number 10 at the age of 33. How have things been going? Well, he's finally started scoring some goals, so that's good to see. In his second season, 7.09 average rating, which was an improvement, and then in the most recent season he's improved further, 7.12, 3 goals, 6 assists. But have there been any trophies? Let's have a little look. He's won a Spanish Super Cup and a Spanish Cup. So he's won one real trophy. That's... it's okay. How's he been getting on in the league? They're now managed by Simone Inzaghi, which is different. So they came second behind Real Madrid, and the season prior they came third. So it is what it is. It's just great to see Christian Eriksen playing football, and playing football for one of the biggest clubs in the world despite their appalling financial situation. I mean, Christ, the finances are so bad, yet they're still paying Christian Eriksen 200 grand a week, and there's again a lot of players who are doing better than him, but still Christian Eriksen, 42 starts in all competitions, a key player at the new camp, and a key player who is staying for one more year. He's disappointed to be injured, but hopefully he won't be in a year's time. Let's see what's happening in 2026. Right, here we are, the 11th of June 2026. Barcelona once again came second. They have lost their manager, but most importantly, what is happening to Christian Eriksen? Well, he's on the transfer list. Although he's extended his stay for another year, he's staying there until 2027. He's lost the number 10 shirt, he's now the number 6. He's still earning 205 grand a week, but his minutes have diminished. 33 starts, 11 appearances off the bench. He's still playing a lot compared to other players. He started more than Ansu Fati, started more than Memphis Depay, Bobby Firmino, Clement Lenglet, and his average rating still above a 7. Still pretty consistent at the age of 34. 34 La Liga appearances, which equals his best tally. 2 goals, 5 assists, average rating 7.02. It's still pretty decent, to be honest with you. For me, if you're averaging above a 7, you're doing something right. Not exceptional, but pretty damn solid, which is what you want from a pass master like Christian Eriksen. 5 assists, it's not a bad tally too. It's not quite as good as he was doing at Brentford, but you know, beggars can't have a choice. He hasn't won any more trophies either. He's still only got that single Spanish Cup. But the big disappointment is he's lost the number 6 shirt, and he's on the transfer list with no asking price. Doesn't really say why he's on the transfer list. Deemed surplus to requirements. I'd argue that isn't the case considering he's started 27 league games this season, but whatever. Perhaps things are going to be coming to an end for Christian Eriksen this summer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to simulate another year into the future. It'll be the end of his contract. Will he have got a new club? What is going to happen to Christian Eriksen? Let's find out. Okay, here we are, the 11th of June 2027. The Christian Eriksen renaissance continues. He is still playing at the age of 35, but he is no longer at Barcelona. He's only got himself another major move. He is now at AC Milan. He moved there in the summer of 2026 for £4.7 million. And in Serie A, he scored 7 goals and got 5 assists. 31 appearances, all of which were starts. He played 11 times in Europe too. His average rating is below a 7, but it's still pretty good. And he's just had his best goal scoring season since his Tottenham days. You can see there he got 10 and 8. Hasn't replicated that since. But now at AC Milan, another number 10 shirt on his back, a shirt that's been worn once again by some big names. He is now at AC Milan, which is actually quite strange considering he was at Inter. And also this wouldn't be allowed to happen because if you can't play for Inter with his ICD, you can't play for AC either. But that's okay. This is Football Manager. We'll give it a pass. He's earning £98,000 a week until 2028. He's retired from international football. He did that a while ago in 2023. But at AC Milan, he's playing as an attacking midfielder with Jesus Corona on one side, Gini Wijnaldum on the other. I mean, not a lot of pace on the left there from Wijnaldum. It's a bit of a... could be a little bit narrow there, but that's fine. That's AC Milan's problem. But the question now is, how many more years will Christian Eriksen go on for? Maybe it's another 2. I mean, he's 35 years old, which is quite old, but it's not that old. Is it old? It's older than me. I'm going to give him 2 more years. We'll go to 2029. By then, he'll have had the end of this AC Milan contract. He'll either signed on somewhere else, he'll either extended his stay, or he might have retired. Let's find out. Let's go to 2029 and see what's happening. 2 more years into the future for Christian Eriksen. Let's go. Okay, here we are, the 11th of June 2029. Christian Eriksen is still going, but not for much longer. He extended his stay at AC Milan for another year. His contract runs out there on the 30th of June 2029, and the day before he plans to retire. He's going to retire at the age of 37, and he's going out on the back of 2 more exceptional seasons for AC Milan. Still playing so much football. 35 starts the season prior, 34 in the most recent season. Didn't score any goals, but in the season prior he had his best campaign to date. 7 Serie A goals and 10 assists. In the 28-29 campaign he didn't get a single goal, but he did get another 10 assists with his average rating of 7.13, which is the best we have seen in this experiment. At 37 years old, Christian Eriksen is still playing at a high level. He didn't win the title with AC Milan. It's been won by Juventus and Roma in the past few years. He's been managed by Eddie Howe, which is quite strange. But there hasn't been an Italian Cup, there hasn't been a European Cup, no real success, runners up in the Europa League. But that doesn't matter, because the big achievement for Christian Eriksen is playing football once again. And not just playing football, but in this simulation, playing football at an elite level, playing for 2 of the biggest clubs in the world after his Brentford move. He was great at Brentford, did really well, kept them up, got a move to Barcelona, took Lionel Messi's shirt, and then he's gone to AC Milan, which doesn't make any sense because he can't play in Italy because of the ICD. But it doesn't matter because it's still nice to see Christian Eriksen playing football. I hope that he makes this move to Brentford. I hope he does well in the Premier League. And it's so exciting to see potentially Christian Eriksen once again doing what he does best. Playing football, scoring goals with that wonder of a right foot he possesses. A glorious footballer and a brave man. We will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo. And until next time, we will see you around.